Hello, Internet! I finally got a copy of Majora's Mask, just in time to talk about it. Regardless of your opinion on Ocarina of Time, it clearly left pretty big shoes to fill when it first released. And Majora's Mask released pretty quickly after Ocarina of Time, at least compared to the later wait times we have now. So let's see if the second N64 Zelda is just as good as the first, or maybe even... Whoa! Why, you... that face... Hey, get back here! You think? So anyway, Majora's Mask is actually pretty different from the other Zelda games, despite being built off of Ocarina of Time. Link starts off in a new Deku form that controls completely differently, along with new mechanics such as the Deku Flower. And the game takes place in an alternate version of Hyrule known as Termina, which explains why many of the characters look the same. Speaking of which, this guy right here is the Happy Mask Salesman. He was part of a mask trading side quest in Ocarina of Time, but he plays a key role in the story of Majora's Mask. Even compared to the rest of the game, he feels kind of off, jolting from one position to the next. And is it just me, or does he kind of look like Shigeru Miyamoto? Alright, Mr. Smiles, I know you can turn me back to normal, so what do you need from me? "3 days, got it. I just got turned into a dog and trapped in an alternate dimension. I think I have a right to be annoyed." Probably the most notable aspect of Majora's Mask is the time limit of 3 days, which equates to about 1 real-life hour. The reason why is that the moon is about to crash into the clock tower, which will take out the entirety of Termina once the clock reaches 0. Everyone living in Termina knows about this, and they all take it differently. In the meantime, there's plenty of stuff to do in Clock Town. Restoring the Great Fairy to get a projectile attack, or maybe buying a map from Tingle, a series mainstay who made his debut in this game. Whatever you do, you have to wait until mere minutes before the moon crashes to finally confront Skull Kid, who stole Link's Ocarina. Cutting it a little close here. And we're back. Alright, here's the sheet music. There we go, that's more like it. Now let's go get that mask. Probably the most notable aspect of Majora's Mask is the 3-day time limit, which equates to about 1 real-life hour. Obviously the game isn't meant to be completed that quickly, so the Ocarina of Time is here to help. Playing the Song of Time will send you back to the beginning of the 3-day cycle while also saving your game. If you play it backwards, it slows time down and triples the limit, and if you play each note twice, it skips 6 hours ahead. And it's not just the Song of Time either. The Song of Storms lets you conjure up storms, Epona's song summons Epona once you find her, and the Song of Healing is used to heal tortured souls. As great as the Ocarina is, the most important tool in this game would be the masks. Alright, now we're talking. After Link plays the Song of Healing and goes back to normal, he gets the Deku mask and can go between Hylian and Deku form at any time. There are over 20 masks to collect, but the most notable ones are the ones that change Link into different races, complete with new playstyles. The Goron mask allows Link to roll into a ball and punch his enemies, the Zora mask lets him swim and dive, and the Giant's mask is integral to fighting the boss Twin Mold. The others are collected via side quests and often have just a simple status effect. The side quests are still worth doing since they show you more of the world and can also be a good way to get heart pieces. Unlike other Zelda games, you won't get enough by just beating the dungeons, since there's only 4. Not to mention that these are some of the toughest dungeons in the entirety of the Zelda series. They can range from cryptic to just downright frustrating. And don't even get me started on the Great Bay Temple. Just like in the Water Temple, you have to constantly change the flow of water to progress, and it isn't easy to get around when you're constantly fighting against the Whirlpool Room. On top of all of this, you still have to worry about the 3-day time limit and finishing the dungeon before time runs out. Even if you play the Song of Time and save, you'll still have to go back and do the dungeon again. When you save and return to the first day, you can only keep masks and other key items. Everything else, including perishable items like rupees and arrows, are reset. Apart from the dungeons, I don't think this is too big of a problem, especially considering you can store rupees in the bank and save them. Again, it reminds me of the Mother series. I like those games. That being said, it's time to wrap this up. Alright, no time for that. I've got a moon to stop.
You've come again to this wonderful place. Now tear off the mask beneath your face.
So what's my overall opinion on Majora's Mask? Honestly, it's just really fun and unique. The design of the world of Termina and the 3-day countdown make this unlike any other Zelda game, and it builds on the foundation of Ocarina of Time with even more gameplay variety. If you enjoy Ocarina of Time or 3D Zelda in general, I'd absolutely recommend playing this N64 title.